Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be doing a review of the Monsterarts Rathalos figure. And if you like this video, please make sure that you click the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. And let's get into it. So this is the box that comes with Rathalos. Now you notice right here, very beautiful art on the front, but on the side it says, rather than Rathalos, it says Leoleas. Not sure why that's there. Maybe it has to do with the game. I don't play the Monster Hunter game. I just like to collect their figures because they look cool. Right? This is the legit figure. You can see the different logos on the front of the box. Let's go to the back. You can see that there's a transparent section, and it's really cool because it looks like Rathalos, I guess, clawed part of the box, so you can see part of the figure when it's in there. You can see a couple pictures of the figure itself with some warning stickers on the bottom of this box. Now, for this figure, you can position it into multiple positions, one flying one, one crawling one. It's just nicely made, really well made. On the bottom of the box, it just says SH Monsterarts, Leoleas. I think it's just a Rathalos, but maybe someone can correct me on that, why I put that there in particular. And then there's the side and the side. The top of the box is pretty much the same. Really gorgeous art on this particular box. Well done, Monsterarts. Alright, and here is the figure itself. I have positioned this in the flying pose. And the first thing I'll say about this figure, that it is huge. It is very, very big. If you have the King Ghidorah figure from the 2019 movie, it's about the same size. Right, at least the wingspan is about the same size, so it is very, very big. Okay. So let's go with the articulation first. Let's take out this little flame bit. Right, so for the articulation, it is pretty delicate. You have to be careful with the wings. They tend to fall off in certain parts. Let's take this off. Alright, let's start with the tail. And the tail, just like all the other Godzilla figures, and it fell off. Okay, let's stick this thing back on. It's got a lot of different joints, allowing the tail to be moved back to the front. It's almost like a stinger, and a little bit side to side. However, if you twist it side to side, this top joint right here in the body that attaches to the body comes off very easily. I think this is more of a figure to be displayed rather than have kids play with, because this thing could really, really fall apart. Right? But anyways, nice articulation on the tails. The legs. Alright, this thing is not staying on. Okay. The legs, you can twist it back and forth like this. Same thing on this other leg. Twist it back and forth. I'm trying to be very careful so that none of the joints fall off. The lower part of the leg, you can move it forward and backwards with individual claws. So I thought this design right here was really cool because these claws are individually articulated. Yeah, the front and a little bit in the back. Same thing in this other leg. So you can position these claws in a lot of different creative ways. The body has a little bit of movement. You move it up and down a little bit, tiny bit side to side, but not too much. You can't twist it left and right. And let's go to the head. You can see that the head itself, really well designed. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Right? It's very spiky at parts. Right? So you can move the head left and right. You can move it up and down. And this one is, the head actually has a lot of movement, so I'll show you. See, from this position, you can move it all the way up, that, and all the way down. That's tremendous amount of articulation. It is fantastic. I guess they designed it this way for when it's flying in this pose, and then for when it's crawling in this pose. Anyways, that's really well done. The mouth, you can move it up and down. And now the wings. So this is where, very similar to King Ghidorah, the 2019 version, issues with the wings in that if you're not careful, the entire section can fall off, right? And you don't want to break any of the ball joints in these figures. They're really hard to fix. So for the wings here, you can move the entire arm up and down in a circular motion, kind of like a human arm, on one side and the other. I don't want to apply too much force on this, just in case it falls apart. And then each individual section of the wing, you can also move it, middle section, move it like this, right? Kind of like stabbing itself in the face. And then you have the last section right here to make the wings look even bigger. Right? And that goes on the other side. Now this left side right here, that's facing me, so this left wing, this joint right here is very loose. I've tried fixing it, but it seems to be the most, it's really loose out of the bunch. Let's take a look. And the tail fell off. You know what, I'm gonna leave the tail for now. So this is a design of the wings, really well painted, the body, the head, and check out the eyes. Eyes are really well painted too, including the teeth. No smudges, individually painted. Really well done figure. Except for really, I guess it's so heavy that a lot of times these joints, they kind of just fall apart on its own with the slightest touch. I'll try to put the tail back on. There we go. And so when you're trying to position this thing, you have to be very careful. Now, if you don't want to pose this guy in the flying position, now it's kind of got saggy wings, you can position the Rathalos in the crawling position. So you just have to open up the wings and kind of just sets it down on the ground like that. It does take up a lot of room, right? So you kind of just have to play with the positioning to get the figure to be in the position that you like. But overall, if you take away all this hard work, it is a very nice figure. Very, very nice figure. Well painted, tremendous amount of articulation, and this figure also comes with a whole bunch of parts for the wings that you can swap out. Right? So it's got two larger sections and also two smaller sections for the wings, plus this little flame effect you can see on the box right here. So kind of, you would just stick this flame, the flaming effect, right into its mouth, and it just stays in place. You kind of have to click it in place. Should be able to hear a little click, and there it is. It looks like there's a bit of fire coming out of Rathalos' mouth. Okay. So overall, I really highly recommend this figure. It is a little bit on the pricey side. I believe this is now around $350 Canadian on Amazon. $350 to $400-ish. Right, but if you have the budget, I highly, and if you like this this particular video game, I think it's a fantastic figure to add to your collection. And there you go. That is Rathalos, and I'm gonna go and attach the tail again. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you click the like and subscribe button. Rathalos would definitely really appreciate it. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.